it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Where have I been? I was away. I was away and then I was sick, and so the whole month of August was kind of a wash for me. But here I am to do a tutorial. I'm gonna kind of do this as a get ready with me talk through tutorial to kind of tell you about some new products that I've been using and everything. So I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned and let's get into it. What is this? I don't know. Alright guys, let's get started with the tutorial. It feels so weird to sit down and film. I have not sat down in front of the camera for over a month. My last video I posted in August was actually a pre-recorded video, so I have not sat here with the camera on and talked in over a month. So kind of weird to do it again, but I missed it and I love it, so I want to get back into it. And I promise not to kind of do that again. At least I'll try not to. I promise to try not to do that again. It was just the way things worked. So I have a bunch of new stuff that I have not talked about on my channel before that I've been kind of using over the past month. So I want to show you how they perform and kind of my opinions on them. Some good, some bad. So I'm going to start off by using this Almay Smart Shade Luminous Primer. I actually don't particularly care for it, but I'm trying to use it up, so I'm getting there on it because as you can see, I've used this on my channel before. It has like a pink, like illuminating effect to it, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I just don't totally love it. So I just got out of the shower. I have to go to work tonight, and I figured I would record. This has kind of been my work routine. So I figured I would record that for you, because that's what we're doing. I just have a t-shirt on because I didn't want to be in my work clothes. So, all right. Then what I'm going to do is I've been using this little foil packet. This is of the L'Oreal Porfection Concealer, and this is in the shade PC3 Golden Light. And I've been taking just the tiniest bit of this because this packs some punch. And I'm just dabbing it on my under eye, and you'll see like a little tiny bit of this like spreads so much. So I'm just starting by dabbing this on my under eye area with my ring finger. And I don't know, I think this is a pricier concealer, but I mean this will last you forever with how little you need to use. So I'm just doing a little bit of brightening and just hiding my dark circles because the foundation I'm going to use is actually like a CC cream. So it's not a super heavy coverage. So I like to kind of conceal my problem type areas. I'm going to put this around my nose too because I have a little bit of redness there. With this concealer, which is a little bit thicker underneath before the foundation. Not to say the CC cream doesn't give good coverage, but it's not a full coverage. Okay, so there we go. Just kind of dab that all in there. And the CC cream that I'm using, this is the Cargo HD Picture Perfect CC cream. This has an SPF of 20 in it, and I have this in the shade medium. So this is kind of neat. It's in a tube like this, and it comes out clear. See? And then what you do is when you put it on and start to rub it in, it'll change color to match your skin tone. But I just find that it's a lightweight type of coverage, and I think that it does a good job of covering evenly, but it's just not a heavy full coverage. So if you have problem areas, I don't think that this will cover it. So, and I find too that I actually need quite a bit of this. I think because I'm used to using more of a full coverage type foundation, that I just find that like for me to like feel that it's doing its job is I need a bit more. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror behind there. I have mirrors everywhere. Okay, it's a little bit yellow. The medium's a little bit yellow, I find, but I can get it to work with my skin tone. So once I kind of have it all blend in, I am going to go over it with a brush. I just find that using your fingers is the best method at first because it has that color changing component to it. So I'm just going to take the Real Techniques, what is this, Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend this all out. The other thing I noticed with this is that it does leave my face looking a bit shiny. Like, can you guys see that? That I feel I look a little bit shiny with it. So I am going to set it with a powder, which I don't always do with foundations, but this is one that I feel I need to. So, and I'm just gonna take a little bit down onto the neck to make sure my jawline is all blended in. Okay. So we got our base kind of on. Then what I'm actually going to do is, this is the Pure Minerals Disappearing Ink Concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I totally love this stuff. And I'm just gonna do just a little bit under my eye. We already concealed under there, but I'm gonna do this just to have a little bit of brightening. And I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Expert Face Sponge and dab that out. Just a little bit of brightening, nothing too crazy. Down the nose, forehead. Okay, so a new product that I have been loving is the, and I got this a little bit ago and I've been using it so much. This is the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. So it looks like this. You have a nice size mirror up there. Looks like this. You have your beige highlight, yellow highlight, shimmer highlight, and a light, deep, and medium contour shade in there. And then it comes with a brush. Where are you, brush? That I actually really like using with it. There you are. Okay, so this is the brush that it comes with. So it looks like that, so definitely like it. So what I'm gonna do is tap into the beige and the yellow, tap it off, because this stuff is pigmented. This is their Pro formula, which is similar if you use their Lorac Pro palettes. You'll know that those shadows, that quality of powder is so pigmented, which can almost make it seem a little bit powdery, but they're good stuff. They work so well. So I'm just taking that and kind of setting my under eye. I'm just gonna take the beige highlight color and I'm gonna set down my nose, center of my forehead, and my chin. Then I'm going to go into the Balm's Sexy Mama translucent powder, and I'm just going to take a fluff brush. This is an e.l.f. complexion brush, just a big old brush. And I'm gonna set the rest of my face, because I just don't want that shine that foundation kind of gives. Okay, so once that's done, we're gonna go back into the Lorac Pro contour palette with the brush that comes in it, and I'm actually gonna I go between the light and the medium. They are super similar. I do find that the light is a little bit cooler. They are very cool toned colors in general. The light I just find is a little bit almost of a grayer undertone to it, but they both work. So I'm actually gonna dip into both of them and really tap this off again. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp right here. You guys hear my dog barking? She hears there's like kids playing outside. I don't have kids, but she hears like the neighbor's kids playing outside. So, and then what I do is kind of swirl it and buff it upwards. So just kind of like that. And the same thing on the other side. Then I'm gonna take the light shade again, just like I'm tapping into it and tapping it off. So pigmented. And I'm just gonna kind of run it down the side of my nose a little bit. I'm not huge into contouring my nose. It's just something I've been, I guess, kind of experimenting with lately. And same thing on the other side. Can you guys see? That one came out a little bit heavier than this side did. This is the Cargo Blush Stick in Maui. I totally love this. I think I've spoken about this before in my channel. I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. small stipple brush and get some of that on there. This stuff is also super pigmented, so I'm actually gonna dab it on the back of my hand before going to my cheek.
and just stippling that on. I really like this. This they say you can use on like your eyes, lips, and cheeks. I have tried it on my lips. I find it to be a little bit drying of a formula on my lips, but I really love it on the cheeks, so that's why I'm gonna keep using it. And if you feel that you put too much, just go over it with like a damp, you know, sponge, use the Beauty Blender or the Real Techniques ones, and that'll help kind of dab it out. Okay. And blend it all in. I'm using this new kit. This is by Billion Dollar Brows, and it's actually a nifty little kit. I'm still kind of playing with it to get an opinion of it, but it comes with this Brow Duo pencil. It's a concealer and a highlight. It comes with this like flat type of smudge brush. It comes with a brow pencil, and there's a sharpener and a brow gel in here, and I'm not sure how much this is. If I remember to find out, I will put it up here. But it's a nifty little kit, and what they say is that this is a universal color, that it's good for blonde or brunette, as it says on the back here. So I'm giving it a shot. It's a thicker point, so that's the point there. And if you compare it to something like the Anastasia one, like, look at the difference in it. I mean, super, super difference. Or even like the NYX one or Lorac one. It's a much thicker point to it. This is the Lorac one. So, definitely thicker of a point to it. It's very waxy feeling, I find. That it's not dry. It's super, like, I don't even know. It's really pigmented. But it's more of like a waxy texture to it. So I'm giving it a shot. It's a little bit warm for my eyebrows, but it's been kind of working a little bit because of the red in my hair. So I don't know. I almost wish that it wasn't like a universal type color, that it was a, like you could pick your own color. Because I actually end up, I'll go in with the Lorac one too to kind of deepen it. This will just give me a little bit, just kind of my outline. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you're a little bit closer. Then I'm going to set it with the Billion Dollar Brow Gel. Billion Dollar Brow Gel that comes with it. So I'm just gonna run this just to set it. I've had some crazy wackadoo hairs lately that have been sticking up. So let's get that all set. And then what I've been doing is taking the dual-ended pencil that comes in here, and I've been taking the highlight shade, which is the lighter shade, and I will just kind of outline the bottom to like clean anything up. And then what I do is take the little brush that comes in here, and I almost like pull this down. So we're just kind of cleaning up the area and then spreading that all over. Just so it's not like a harsh line. But it'll like instantly give a lift there once you do that. Okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do is take this e.l.f. smudge pot. This is in the shade Cruisin Chic. I love this shade. It's so stunning. Look, it's like a beautiful, like warm, taupey. You could totally wear this on its own, but I'm using this as a base today. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lid with my finger. And I'm being a little bit sloppy. I'm trying not to, but it happens. And then what I'm going to do is just take my Sigma E40, just a blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend out the crease area because I did get some product there. So I just want to blend it out a little bit so that it's kind of diffused and not heavy in one area. But I'm super excited. I'm going to be using the Cargo Essentials palette. It looks like this. I recently got this and I've definitely been loving it. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's a mixture of mattes and shimmers. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it looks like you have more mattes than you do shimmers. Quite a bit of them are matte. You have some that are almost like a satin finish, and then like some of them have a little bit more of a glittery type texture to them. But super pretty. I absolutely love it. And it comes with this dual-ended brush, which we will be using, or I will be using today, this dual-ended brush. And then it also comes with a liner, which I will talk about a little bit later. But there's a black, if I can get it out. There's a black pencil liner in here too. So to start, I'm going to take the brush that comes with it, and the brush has a like shadow laying kind of fluffier side, and then this side which is a bit more like a blending, but a small blending. It's not quite a pencil, but it's like a good under eye smudger type brush. That makes sense? Okay. I'm going to go into the shade Rush Hour, which is this beautiful shade here. It makes a really great transition shade, and I'm taking it on that brush, and I'm holding the brush kind of sideways because one way it's flat and the other it's bigger. And I'm just going to circle that into my crease. Then I'm going to go into the shade Plaza here, which is like a grayer type color. It's a really interesting color. And I'm going in with the same brush, and this time I'm going to hold it not this way like I did. I'm going to hold it this way. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the crease, but I'm still kind of circling to blend that color out. Then what I'm going to do is take actually the fluffier side. Let's try using District. That's this lighter pink here. I think that would be better. Yeah, let's use that one. That's better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that happens. I'm going to go back into Plaza again, just to kind of give into the crease. Then I'm going to go into this beautiful shade called Hub, but I'm actually going to use like a flat brush, not the brush that comes in there. This one's just like a really super flat eyeshadow brush, and I just find that this is really good for packing on color. And I'm going to take that shade Hub and really get it on my brush, and then just pack that on the lid. This is so stunning, especially over that Cruisin Chic. Oh, looks so pretty. Totally leave it like this. I think it looks fine. You know, mascara and whatnot, but you could leave the look like this. What I'm gonna do is deepen the outer corner a little bit, and I'm gonna go into the shade Brownstone, which is this shade here. It's a beautiful brown, deep brown color, and I'm gonna go in with the smaller side of the brush. And I'm going to pack that kind of right onto the outer corner. And this is just gonna give it that like flary type look. Not flary, is that even a word? And then go to the other side, and I'm gonna circle and blend that. And then I'm kind of pulling it into the crease a little bit to just make it all copacetic. I'm going to go in with Uptown, which is this white. It's a matte white. And what I've been liking to do lately is just taking that, and I just put this right at the high point of my brow, right there. Oops, moved my mirror. So just right at that high point. And then what I do is go in with more of like a creamy color. So I'm going to go into City Hall, which looks very similar to Uptown, but it's a little bit darker. And that I'm gonna go in and then kind of blend that white into it. So it just gives that like really high lifted look right there without being like too crazy looking. Because sometimes what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip to the smaller side. I'm gonna go into Brownstone, the brown in here. And I'm going to put this on the lower lash line. And just kind of gently rub that into there. I'm going to go into Rush Hour, that peachy color. Same small side of it, and I'm going to kind of blend it out with that. Why do we make... Now, I do not like the eyeliner that comes in here. This is just a regular black pencil eyeliner. I wore this the other day and this ended up pretty much all over my face. It was all down here. It smeared everywhere. I do not like this. Cargo makes amazing liners. They're their swimmable liners and they are fantastic. This is not that. This is just a different type of liner and I'm just not a fan of it. I just don't like that one. So I'm not gonna use that one. But what I am gonna use, and this is actually my first time using this on my eyes. I've swatched this, but I haven't used it. And this is the new Lorac front of the line eye pencil. And I have it in the shade black. Wait till you guys see this. Oh, it's so stunning. It's this beautiful like gunmetal silver packaging. They have a sharpener down at this end and it's a twist up pencil. Oh. So that's it. Like I said, I swatched this. I have not used this, so you're kind of getting a first impression on this. But they're super, super creamy from swatching them. So I know I pull my eyelid. I can't help it. You're not supposed to, but whatever. Whatever works, right? Oh, so smooth. Super nice. That's really nice. Okay, I am going to attempt to tightline with this. Whew. You can tightline your lower lash line with this, or just with your favorite kind of pencil in general. And that'll give it more of a dramatic look. But again, I'm kind of going to work, so I don't want it too dramatic. What I'm going to use is, let me just get my eyeliners out. I'm gonna take this Rimmel Scandeleyes, and this is in the shade Taupe. So it's a little bit different than using a nude because it's not super brightening, but it does give like a little extra lightness in there that you're not gonna get from like a black or something like that. Like it does give a little bit of a brightening effect, but it's not as brightening as say using a nude pencil or a white pencil would be. Does that make sense? So it's just a little bit different. So I'm just doing my lower. And then what I'm gonna do is go back into the Cargo palette and I'm gonna go into that District shade, that really light shimmery pink color. And I'm gonna take that on the small end of the brush and I'm gonna put that in my inner tear duct. It's not super brightening, it's not a white, but it does just give like a nice pretty iridescentness to the inner corner. You can even combine that with the white. Let's do that. I'll combine the two together to bring a little bit more brightness to that inner corner. That I did a lot of white. I'm actually going to do some falsies today. I'm going to be wearing the Katy Perry Punk Princess. They look like this. Can you see that? I actually got these on clearance at Kohl's, so I really love these. I've worn them twice already and they are still holding up. Not bad for what I paid for them, and they seem to be working pretty well. So I am just going to go ahead and apply these. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on camera while I do this, so we'll see what happens during application. Okay, my lashes are on. I'm actually gonna go do my hair and change for work, and then I'll come back and do the lip product, so I'll be right back. I noticed when I was blow drying my hair that I had a little bit of fallout under my eye, and it was a little bit darker than I had wanted it to be. So I'm going to clean that area up, and I'm going to take the Pure Minerals Disappearing Ink Concealer in Light. And I'm actually going to take, oh, I had a bit sticking out. This is a Morphe brush that I got off of Haute Look. It's in like a little angle kabuki brush, but it doesn't have a number on it. I know all their brushes have numbers, but this set doesn't, which is kind of annoying. And I'm just gonna take just a little bit, and I'm gonna dab it on my hand, and I'm just going to kind of sweep it under there to clean it up just a little bit. And just kind of sweep it back and forth. I don't normally do this. I've seen other people do it, but I already set it with powder, so let's hope for the best here. And I am going to set that with powder again just because I got some wrinkles under there and it tends to, you know, get yucky. So I'm just going in with the banana powder from my Lorac contour. For my lipstick, I'm going to go in with this Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Nude. And I don't overdraw my lips. I just follow the natural line of them, as uneven as that may be, because they are uneven. But it's just what I do. And then on top of it, I'm going to go in with this Lorac Alter Ego lipstick, and this is in the shade CEO. Now this is like limited edition packaging that they came out last year for Christmas. They're normally in like a gunmetal packaging like this eyeliner is, but at Christmas time they released like a whole set of these in this gold packaging, but this is part of their normal line, so you can get it. And this is a really pretty like brownie nude shade. The Alter Ego lipsticks are all matte, but they smell really good. They have like a really sweet, almost like the ColourPop lippies. They have like that really sweet smell to them. I'm gonna take this NYX gloss. This is their MegaShine lip gloss in the shade Beige, which is not beige. I'm just gonna take just a tiny bit of it in the center on my lip just to give a little bit of moisture there. That completes this look. Let me zoom you in for just a closer look at this look. Like this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I plan to be back on track with my channel now that summer's kind of ending and we're going into fall. I have some really fun fall looks planned to do, so I'm super excited for that. Leave in the comments down below if you've tried any of these products or if you want more of an in-depth review on them, because I did kind of skim over just the surface of me just kind of using them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to click subscribe for more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. My channel, I have a haul for you today. So I did a little spending. This is high-end and low-end.